All right, hello everyone. Thank you for joining me for our goals workshop, right? New year, new goals. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about the steps that you can take to set some goals for this year so that you can be successful. So my name is Hope Kramer and I am one of the Cox Wellness coordinators. And also, if you are tuning in and you are not participating in our 21 Jumpstart program and you want to join in, you can email coxfitnesscenters@coxinc.com. Just send us a quick email saying that you want to join and we will sign you right up and send you some more information. So welcome everyone. I also have some worksheets for you guys to do as you do this workshop. You can do them after during this week and you will get some raffle tickets for completing those worksheets. So let's go ahead and get started. So goals, they're so important for us to achieve what we want to achieve for the year and be successful. But sometimes we find ourselves maybe falling off the rails or something of that sort, maybe when it hits the summertime or later on throughout the year, or maybe even at the end of the month. So how do we set goals so that we can be successful? Well, people make two mistakes. They don't make clear enough goals, or they don't set a purpose before they set their goals. So let's talk about that. Your first sheet that you have, it is an objectives and key results sheet. All right, so that's going to be the first one that you fill out and the first thing that we're going to go over today. All right, so when you set your goals, you want to talk about the objective, right? The what. What is it that you want to accomplish? Now you can also go ahead and list out some values. Because why? This goes hand in hand with your what. We have to have a why, our purpose, before we have our what, right? So go ahead and write out a few values that you might have. Okay, I'm going to join in with you. So on your sheet, you have two sections. And I'm just going to put family is important for me, health, and loving others. All right, so go ahead, just write a couple things of what you value, what your values are, your beliefs, anything of that sort. Write as many as you can down, and you can also come back to this later. All right, so right now, just for the sake of this workshop, I have family, health, and loving others. Those are some of my values. All right, next, we're going to talk about some of the objectives. Okay, so that's your what. What is it that you want to be accomplished? So I want to, in your objectives thing, go ahead, write a few down. I want to, let's see, be active without back pain. All right, go ahead, keep writing a few more. You want to be a little bit specific on these. Spend time with friends. I'm going to put that on there. I feel like 2020, that got taken away from me. So I'm going to spend more time with friends. And I want to put nutrition first in my day. Okay, so those are some of my objectives. So for example, let's say if we take Google. As a company, they write down their objectives like they want to provide information to the public and educational resources, and so they write down their objective, right? And then they come up with their why, and they refocus their why back to their values, right? What is their values? So their values might be helping others. So helping others get information, right? And so that overall creates your why. So we can connect our objectives to our values. So when I say I want to be active without back pain, maybe that means I want to be able to lift my little cousin up with no pain and no discomfort, right? And that brings joy, that brings a healthier, happier me, and better time with my family. All right, so we see how this all connects, right? So when you get your values and you get your objectives, now it's time to move on to setting some goals. All right, so we have values, we have objectives. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, and you can go ahead and turn to your next sheet, which is your SMART goals plan. Now, this is the typical way to set goals. You'll probably hear us talk about SMART goals all the time, because it is the most productive way to set your goals. So I'm going to write SMART going down my board. And if you just have a piece of paper, you can just write SMART going vertical down as well. So let's set our goals. Let's be specific. All right, that's our first one. S is for specific. So write a specific goal. This is going to go back to what your objective is, right? So if I want to be able to lift my cousin up over my head, I want to try to do an overhead press with 45 pounds for 5 repetitions. All right, so that's going to be my goal. So go ahead and write your goal down. This can be a fitness goal since this is a fitness program. All right, so maybe you want to lose 5 pounds so you can feel more confident when you go to family functions, whatever that may be. So go back to your objective and write a very specific goal. Very specific. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. After you're done with that, we're going to move to our M. Our M means measurable. So your goal, it needs to have a number in it. How are you going to measure this? How are you going to see your results progress and improve as time goes on? So for my goal, I want to do overhead press with 45 pounds for 5 repetitions. So my measurement can be used in pounds and repetitions. All right, so what's your goal? Maybe yours is a 5-mile run in 30 minutes or something of that sort. So go ahead, write your goal down and make sure it has numbers, it is measurable. All right, once you're done with that, let's go ahead and move on to A, attainable. Is this goal attainable? So can I do overhead press with 45 pounds for 5 repetitions? And that's yes, I can. I can accomplish this. So what is the next one going to be is R. Let's go ahead and move on. And that's relevant. How relevant is your goal? Is it productive? Right? Is this going to bring value to your life? And I'm going to put able to lift cousin with ease and comfort. Right? Because that's in my values. That is important to me. This is going to bring me joy. This is going to make those family functions so much more enjoyable to me when I can hold my cousin with no pain. All right, so go ahead, write if your goal is relevant and how it is relevant. All right, next up is T, for time. What's my time frame for this? What is going to be a realistic way for me to put this and reach my goal? So when will I be able to overhead press 45 pounds, 5 repetitions? I say I can probably work on this for 6 to 8 weeks. So let's say I'm already able to do that with 35 pounds. So it's definitely going to be doable for me to do this within 6 to 8 weeks. All right, don't overshoot this goal. Don't overshoot this goal. So for example, if you're trying to lose weight, know that a healthy rate to lose weight is 1 to 2 pounds per week. And you might want to, depending on your goal, might want to do some research on this. Right? What is attainable for you depending on your goal? We're all going to be different. Maybe yours is going to be more geared towards a sport. I want to be able to ski, at this level this winter. Or maybe yours is a weight loss goal. Maybe it's a strength goal. Maybe it's a nutrition goal. All right, so I'm going to be able to accomplish this within 6 to 8 weeks. All right, so that gives us a pretty good outline of our goal. We're specific, it's measurable, it's definitely attainable. I can keep working on my overhead presses every single week. That's definitely doable. I'm able to lift my cousin with ease and comfort if I do this, so it's definitely relevant to my life. And time, I can definitely do this within 6 to 8 weeks. Okay, so this goal now makes perfect sense for my life. All right, so go ahead and double check your answers. Make sure that this is a good goal for you to accomplish. All right, last but not least, we are going to walk through how to accomplish that big goal. So your next sheet that you have is a breakdown. My board's moving away from me here. Of a Monday through Friday breakdown. So this is for you to set a plan so you can reach your SMART goal. Because if I just have that SMART goal and I'm just like, okay, well, I'm just going to go for it, then, well, that's where we start to lose our concentration and our accountability. So on Monday, I'm going to set little goals. Right? I'm going to have a glass of water when I wake up. That's kind of a rule of thumb that I set for myself. I know if I do something in the morning that's going to set me off right, then I'm going to accomplish the rest of my goals for that day. So what's something you can do in the morning that's going to set you off right? Maybe that's stretching, maybe having a glass of water, maybe that's journaling, whatever that is. All right, my next one is I'm going to work on my overhead press. So I'm going to do, my overhead presses in my workout. Maybe I'm going to practice overhead pressing 25 pounds. Whatever I feel confident in doing. And then on Tuesday, I'm going to set another goal. Maybe I just go for a run, staying active, something of that sort. Then maybe Wednesday, I come back to my overhead press, right? Because I know if I do something every single day, back to back to back, I personally am going to get bored. So go ahead, create your plan. Do little goals that are going to help you get where you need to go. Then at the bottom, once you go through your Monday through Friday, you have your reward. All right, so set your reward for the end of the week. Maybe you love some downtime, some movie time, maybe a scoop of vanilla ice cream, something of that sort. So I'm going to have a movie night on Friday if I reach my goal with 2 scoops of ice cream. Be specific. Right? I ate good all week. I did my overhead presses. I drank my water in the morning. I did my journaling. I did all those little things throughout the week, those 5 to 10 minute things to help me reach my goal. So I'm gonna splurge. That's okay. I'm gonna have my movie night and my 2 scoops of ice cream, and then I feel like I'm not limiting myself, right? Because then I know all week that if I do this, if I eat right, if I eat my whole foods, I can have my treat, and it makes it so much more rewarding. And maybe it's not food. Maybe you don't reward yourself with some food, right? Maybe you love enjoying doing something else, and that is okay. So go ahead, pick your reward that works for you. All right, and then once you're done with that, go ahead and look over that. Make sure that you're able to do those little things every single day, and that's going to help you reach your SMART goal. All right, and then just think of those things as you go throughout this 6-week program and see where that leads you, and if you can keep that up for the rest of the year and able to reset that goal. All right, you guys, so I hope this workshop was super helpful for you guys. Go ahead, fill out those 3 worksheets, share with your coach, and let us help you venture further into that goal setting so that you can be successful. But I hope taking this time to really break it down and give you a good idea of